Before we jumped on, you and I were chatting and you reflected on the very real issue of burnout in leadership and this idea of tending to the soul of the leader. And I just would love to hear your reflections, Ken, for everyone listening, just this challenge to take a pulse on where you're at right now in the midst of everything going on. And just want to hear your heart for that a little bit.
It's a very serious situation that we're now facing with burnout. The way I put it is that it's a generation that lives on a spectrum with broadband on the one side and burnout on the other. And the question is, where on that spectrum, with all the enormous advantages that broadband has given us, but also it has forced us to a position where burnout seems to be the almost endemic, right? In the existence of the life of a pastor, particularly a young pastor. And I think that the greatest difficulty that young pastors find is that the energy levels are higher than the restraint levels. And therefore, there needs to be a time where you are able to say no. And pastors come of age on the first occasion when they say no. And the difficulty here is because you're empowered so much to be on your own with broadband, that the opportunities to say no will become more and more deferred. And we have to, restraint is the essential part of being able to live an effective and flourishing life. And therefore, I would leave with every pastor listening to me 3 simple words. They're so simple that I'm embarrassed even to mention them. And if they weren't coming out of the mouth of Jesus, I would hesitate. And it's simply this: come to me. Come to me. We have many programs. We have many plans. We have many, we're by and large, young leaders are leaders by their nature, huge energy. But at this time in COVID, the one lesson that more than any other that I believe God is teaching us is come to me. And it sounds so simple and yet so profound that it is actually in the nourishing of a relationship with Jesus Christ that will become the source of the ability to restrain the burnout, avoid the moral lapses, and give the courage to face this very uncertain future with a new confidence and an absence of fear, and the ability to be able to be engaging with hope, because hope is our message. The one thing the world most needs is the one thing we have, which is a message of hope for the future.